parable of the dry bones in the valley. You're not flesh anymore, you're just bones, disconnected from one another. See? In the beginning was the Word. The Word was that one would come in the eons of time who would perfect God's creation. In the beginning, that's why the theologians say Jesus was in the beginning. He wasn't physically present, but the idea, the thought of one that would come at the end of a long period of time to perfect creation. Let me tell you something. You can't perfect creation until you perfect the human being. Because from a perfect human being will come a perfect world. So Jesus said, look at the words, be ye perfect, even as I am perfect. Now. In the beginning was that Word. But the Word one day would become flesh. That means that the man who would bring it about would come to birth. The man who would bring about would come to birth. And that man, though flesh and blood and born of a woman, would be the vessel, to be the recipient of the spirit and wisdom of God from the ages that would perfect man and perfect creation. In fact, this man is so heavy. He said, behold, I make all things new. He didn't say, I create. I'm going to take what already exists, and with my wisdom, I will reshape and refashion matter that is already here. And I will make a new thing. I will make all things, not some things new, but there will be a new heaven and a new earth, and the former things shall pass away. So the second Adam is a quickening spirit. Meaning what? That God would visit the dead. Some people who are living inside their flesh. That's what it means. And he would quicken the spirit of a man from among the dead. And he would be the first begotten of the dead and the first fruit of them that slept. Where is he going to find this group? Well, the whole earth is filled with that kind of death. But there was a special cemetery that had the deadest of the dead. Where is this cemetery? Y'all all right? I'm coming home now. Where's that cemetery? See, look, Jesus is talking in Matthew. As light shineth from the east, even unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the eagles are gathered together, there shall the carcass be. Now, you see, God sets up conditions that allows the world to come to know him. really love the way he works. You know, he raised Pharaoh. And he made Pharaoh powerful so he could kill him. It sounds awful small of God. You know what I mean? Sounds very small of a God that he would make somebody powerful and make everybody bow down to that fella. And then he presents himself to the fella and tells the fella, bow down, buddy. And he'd have made him so bloated and puffed up. He said, who are you that I should bow down? He said, you better bow down, boy. So the scripture says, every knee's gonna bow and every tongue is gonna confess. But he gotta pick out the baddest one. You know how you do when you're fighting? You pick the baddest dude in the group and beat him down. And when you beat down the fella that everybody else is scared of, you ain't got to worry about the rest of the all. Well, guess what? God has allowed America to be the most powerful and the greatest nation on earth and reduced all other powers so that the whole world is focused now on America. Now you want to know who God is? He intends to make himself known because you really don't know him. I know. You know the name. The name is good. Christ is good. Muhammad is good. Allah is good. Jehovah is good. Those good names. Hell, but that ain't enough today. You got to know him. And he wants you to know him. So he created a condition that nobody could solve but him. He allowed America to go to the height, and he allowed you to go to the depth. Nobody on earth deader than you. I mean, death is death, you know. You go in a funeral parlor, don't say, well, which one of these is deader? I used to go in funeral parlors and look at all the bodies, and I would go and touch that one, touch that one, touch that one. This one long, this one short, this one light, this one dark. But there's a common thing here. They all dead, boy. They didn't know I was touching them. But I knew I was touching them. So really the whole earth is a cemetery. But you are in the worst condition of any people on the earth. So God now this is where we may fall off the law. See? God is going to make a virgin pregnant. And unto us a child would be born, and a son would be given. And a government will be upon his shoulder. Now, not the U.S. government. So you shouldn't expect the U.S. government. Not the Chinese government. He's coming bringing a government. Ooh. And he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Prince of Peace, the Everlasting Father, and of the increase of his government of peace there shall be no end. But he's a man born of a woman. Now, listen, we're sneaking up on Jesus. because he's to be born a virgin. Now, you know the way you all have it. This female, she don't have no man, and one day she's pregnant. And anytime a woman gets pregnant, we may not know who the father is, but she does. Sometimes. Sometimes she's so promiscuous, she says, eeny, meeny, miny, moe.